to me, the most important thing that you can do is to have the ability to be able to tap a quarter note and phrase whatever you want over top and never lose that quarter note. And it's easier said than done. I watch a lot of guitar players play. Sometimes I'll see them playing rhythm and they're really grooving, and they'll go into solo and all of a sudden there's no foot tap. To me, the fun is playing off the foot tap, is playing in the cracks of the beat, because you're anchored, you're holding that quarter note down. I remember when I first started playing, I wasn't really aware of this, and my playing was kind of all over the place, and sometimes I would phrase and it would feel like a square peg in a round hole. Well, right away I started and realized that I sucked at it. I could tap certain things and other phrases I couldn't. So I just, from then on, started tapping my foot, and if a phrase didn't work, I would throw it away and add a new one. And instead of thinking in terms of licks, I started to think more in terms of phrases, rhythmic phrases. And what really helped me initially was just to take, like, you could just take a pentatonic scale, A minor pentatonic. You want to tap your foot just to any kind of rhythm to get that rhythm going. And then just play eighth notes or variations of eighth notes. So you want to fill an eighth note pulse in everything you play. And you'll be able to feel right away that the downbeat doesn't always feel as good as the offbeat. Like if you take a phrase like 1, 2, I mean, that doesn't really do much, but if I started on the and, 1, 2, 3, so you just start accenting those offbeats. I would just concentrate on filling those eighth notes and be able to start anywhere and enter or leave the eighth note pulse, but always have it be in time. Branch out and maybe try to learn some syncopations like quarter note triplets. That was the first real syncopation that I got where I could tap my foot, and me and my friends would sit around and challenge each other and try to do that. So you're playing like one let trip. And I really like those quarter note triplets, are great to phrase off of. Sometimes I would just fill those quarter note triplets but phrase off of them. And you can get good at it to where you can kind of phrase off of syncopations themselves. But initially, just getting that down, you could try 16th notes. But you can get to where you really feel the groove no matter what you're playing. And also help your speed if you're trying to pick fast or you're trying to learn lines. If you're tapping your foot, you're not going to rush it. You're going to relax more, you know. If I was to take a little rhythm. I'm just feeling it and playing all around it. What I concentrate on then, when you kind of get it down, I like to play in the cracks to the beat more, where I'm kind of playing off. Just fun. And I developed all that from tapping my foot and just learning different phrases, weaving in and out of the beat. Believe it or not, you know, some of the great things you can do that is just break out some classic rock albums. If you're just new to improvising, you know, bust out Kiss Alive. And just take a rock lick and practice tapping your foot. You know, those A slicks are cool because he might start it on the downbeat then the offbeat. You know, the old you know, anything like that's great. And then you can branch out. Over that last thing I was playing D harmonic minor. I was playing a G minor chord to an A7, and I was playing. You can branch out to where you just play the rhythm by yourself first. You know, just fill that quarter note and just rock it, you know. You could take any kind of music you like, regardless of the style, blues, rock, jazz, whatever. Start out and just try to get that pulse going where you're initially getting the basic 8th notes, 16th notes, triplets down. And just try to define everything in your lines when you're picking them. You want your timing to always swing. And I always tape record myself, and I still do to this day, and listen back and make sure my playing's flowing and grooving. For me, the fun's in the rhythm, so I thought I would go over some of that, but I'm going to kind of break it down even more in the future. But if you like this, subscribe, like it, and I'll do more. So thank you, and have fun.